Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading for June 2022. My name is Shay. Before we hop into these cards, let's go ahead and hear from our sponsor today, Keen. Keen is an online service that gives you access to vetted psychics and spiritual advisors from the comfort of your own home 24/7, which makes it so easy and convenient to use anytime you need guidance. I was nervous but excited about my first experience with Keen this year, but my advisor was so comforting and her accuracy really shocked me. Not only was she able to pinpoint some key changes in my life, but also gave me some great love advice, which we all need, tarot readers included. To get started on the website or the app, you just have to answer a quick survey to match you with the right advisor, and then you can start chatting. Use the link on the screen to get your first 10 minutes for $1.99. After that, it will depend on the advisor that you choose, but no worries. There's a satisfaction guarantee. For any of your love or life questions, try Keen today for $1.99. It's linked on the screen as well as in the description box and in the comments. Thank you so much for watching that, Cancer. Let's go ahead and hop right into your cards. So, the Earth element, first out. What does Cancer need to know about June 2022? Woo. We ain't been dealing with that for a while. Cards falling everywhere. Okay, the air element in reverse. The Village in reverse. The Five of Water in reverse. Two more cards. What do my Cancers need to know about June 2022? What does Cancer need to know about June 2022? What will they experience in the month of June? Two cards, Spirit Guides, make it clear. Thank you so much. The Eight of Fire and the Baba Larisha. Okay, we like this. Okay, we're having, this is a good reading. This is a good spread, okay? So, just off the head, there may be an earth or air sign in your sphere. So earth being Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, air being Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Does not have to be. This is just what I see. Okay, there's multiple situations going on here. Okay, so what I'm getting with this Village cards and this five of water is that things have been chaotic, and that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing or a good thing. It just means that like a lot has been happening at one time. Little bit messy, but you're kind of like on the recovery end of it. So for some of you, it's like good things were happening, but it was like back to back to back to back. And then for others of you, it was bad things happening. It was like, ooh, snap. Like, I need to get my life together. So now you're kind of like gathering things. You're getting it together. You're on the up and up, but it's not like 100% over. You're like on the tail end of it all. If something felt like it was falling apart, like towards the end of the May, it's probably feeling better now. You're starting to get a hang of it, essentially, is what I'm picking up. Maybe even feeling more emotionally fulfilled. Maybe you're getting a lot of help. I do feel like there is some turmoil between you and this air sign. I don't really have any details on that more than I just think that someone isn't communicating well. And it doesn't have to be an air sign. It can be just anyone. The communication is not there. Or again, with the situation being chaotic, like air is unrestrainable, right? You can't really trap air, right? You see me, I can't trap it. So it's the same kind of idea. Like you can't really get a grasp on someone or something. And normally that's with communication, because obviously similar to air signs, communication is key. You have to speak. No one can really read what each other's mind has going on. So there may be some type of like disconnection between you and another person, or they're just not watching their words. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Otherwise, we're feeling very determined. Again, with this earth sign, I do feel a sense of stability. I just almost feel like a little bit of weight too, because I feel like the energy is you, possibly the earth sign. I know I'm going all over the place, y'all. Just give me a second. The energy is you. The energy is determined, focused, on the goal, trying to make sure you tie up those loose ends. But I feel like there may be an earth sign who's either helping with this or weighing it down. It kind of depends on, who you're talking to. Like they may be slowing you down a little bit. You're not mad at them about it, I don't sense. I just think it's more of like a frustration, okay? And otherwise, you can expect to have a pretty good month of making things happen. The Baba Larisha card in here is kind of like the Magician card if you know anything about tarot. So you're going to be making a lot of things happen. Willpower is a big word for you this month. Like you really going in, Cancer. You're getting it done. It's great. It's just kind of like that starter energy though. Like I said, you're on the tail end of something. So it's like you get a breather and then it probably starts right back up. Also expect some communication from someone, or maybe like some type of unexpected document or some type of communication from somewhere that's unexpected, or maybe things moving particularly fast. But I don't, like I said, everything else is slowing down, but I feel like this is like one particular situation where you're going to be like, what is going on, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love and relationships. I don't know what's going on with this air sign, okay? What do my Cancers need to know about their love and relationships in June 2022? What does Cancer need to know about their love and relationships in June? Okay, so we have the Screw out first. I need to finish my sentences. I'm so ghetto. Okay, the game face. Speaking slang. I promise I'm educated. What does Cancer need to know about June 2022? What are they experiencing in their love and relationships? My word. The Stork. And try me. Okay. You into it with somebody, okay? Y'all into it. Back to that air sign, okay? That air sign, I said, it might not even be an air sign, but you know, it could be this, honestly, it could be this earth sign that you're dealing with. But there's some type of, there's a fight. There's a fight on the table. Not in the mood. The answer is no. Pissed off, on the chopping block, fed up, not interested, leaving quickly, in trouble, getting shafted, horizontal jogging, and telling somebody off. Y'all are into it. Now, for some of you, I just saw it in my mind's eye. Some of you, this is like a back and forth thing. Like you're mad at them one day and you're like constantly having this argument, and then then the next day, like you're fine, and you know, everybody's back to being serious, back to getting stuff done, back to, you know, normal. It's giving me that. And I feel like this is such an interesting message because I normally don't get that with that card. Normally with both of these cards paired, it's like you cutting somebody off, and you possibly could be. But I think for some of you, this is one of those, it's just a moment in time. Like, you know, you break up to make up. We're in this for the long haul. We're not having a good patch right now. And again, I feel like somebody's not watching their words. But I also feel like you, and possibly even them, but you may get to a point where you have a cap and you have to say like, hey, too far. You're going too far. You're doing too much. I need you to come back. Okay. But like I said, it's giving me very much back and forth energy. Like we're in it to win it. For some of you, there may be a child involved. You could be pregnant. You could be introducing a new child to somebody. That is so random. I'm straight channeling. Somebody's introducing their child to like their boyfriend or girlfriend this month. Like a child they've never met before, or like, you know, they're still new. You were doing that whole parent thing. Now you're coming out of that. So that may come in. So there's definitely some good news here. Like I said, for some of you, it could be because you have this child in the picture. You're trying to be careful about, you know, trauma or like breaking up or anything like that, which is why you're doing this back and forth. But communication does need to improve. And just a side note, like a random word, someone has a lot of trauma and they are still kind of living that trauma. And that can be in any way. That can be just not knowing how to communicate from a previous relationship or a previous time in their life. Like they're still kind of living that. So a part of the reason why you're having these issues that you're having is because this person is still figuring this out. Take that however you will. But yeah. Okay, so clarity. Anything else for my Cancers in their love and relationships in June 2022? Card. Anything else they need to know about their love and relationships? Getting to know you, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that's definitely for those who are in a relationship. But you know what? Honestly, it doesn't have to be. Very specifically, some of you learn something new about your partner, friend, family member, or whatever. Specifically, I do think that this is a partner, but there's something important that might come out this month about, like I said, about this person's trauma or about this person in general, something you just don't expect. For some of you, I feel like a lot of surprise, like, oh, wow, that's how you think, or that's how it is. That's what I'm getting for some of you. So expect to learn something new about the people that are around you, or specifically a lover, okay? So clarity, what do my Cancers need to know about their career and finances in June 2022? Organized for success. What does Cancer need to know about their career and finances? Okay, bear with me. All right, so we have, it's safe for you to receive. Face your financial fears. and obstacles and blocks are lifted. Now, didn't I say that earlier? It was messy. Now it stops being messy all of a sudden. Like I said, it's going to be gradual. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where like you go from being extra busy or extra chaotic to like a breath of fresh air. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be like little things start to ease up. Work gets a little better. This calms down. That calms down. And then before you know it, you're chilling. So I'm going to say like, don't hold back. For some of you, something has ended. So like if you were in school, that's over. If you were doing something specific, a show or something, it's over. There's some type of time period that's over now. So like that's the obstacle that's been lifted. Like it's you're over the hump. But now there's still work to do. Okay, there's still work to do in regards to you getting organized. The word I'm hearing is maintain. So if you have gotten, I'm not even comfortable. That's not the word I'm looking for. If you have gotten comfortable, it's time to maintain. Just because that part is over doesn't mean that there isn't still work to do. So like for instance, if you completed school, you may still need to be looking for jobs, or you need to consider what's your next step, or whatever that looks like, because everybody's different. If you have a child, like I said, if there's a baby in the picture, it may be, okay, you got over this hump, my child's back in school, and my child, it has been born, but there's still things that child needs. So it's like, yeah, something's done, but there are still other things to do. So make sure that you're organizing. And I know that's easier said than done for a lot of people. I say that a lot and people get frustrated, like, it's not as easy as it looks, Shay. But I get that, but I feel like we have a little bit of control. You know what I'm saying? So there are times in the day where you might choose to procrastinate over getting something done, or just knocking something out real quick. Like okay, for example, the dishes. You know what I'm saying? You're mad about the house not being clean, but you get 2 minutes to chill, and instead of prioritizing getting the dishes done so you can actually chill, it's like you just prioritize chilling. You see what I'm saying? Think in that nature. So in those little ways, find ways to organize. And then facing your financial fears. For some of you, it is safe to receive, and facing your financial fears relate to me. Relate to each other rather. Obviously, you guys can read those. Pause to read both of those by themselves. But I get this message of it's time to face reality about your financial situation. That's just self-explanatory. Looking at your budget, looking at the money, looking at like the reality of the situation, and then making a plan for it. Now that doesn't always mean something bad. It doesn't always mean like something horrible is gonna happen, or like you're in a bad position. You may be in a good position. You just may not be paying attention to it. What is it that you're doing financially that no longer serves you? For some of you, it looks like spending too much, but for some of you specifically, you've been working somewhere for a long time and it's time for something new. Or you're afraid to like make a move. You want to move houses, but you're afraid of like how much that's going to cost. I feel like if you were to look, it won't be what you think it is. Also, accept help. Some of you are on your I'm gonna do it myself. I'm a baddie type tip, and like we love it, but also let somebody help you. Okay, so clarity. Let's see what advice they have for you this month. Any advice for my Cancers in June 2022? Ooh, friendship, strength. Anything else for my Cancers in June 2022? What does Cancer need to know about June 2022? Thank you. And compassion. So I have a very interesting message for you, Cancer. So it's kind of time, and it's also safe for you to receive. It's kind of time for you to open up. It's kind of time for you to open up with a partner, or letting a partner open up to you. Specifically, letting a partner open up to you. Now, this is so specific, but I'm gonna say it. For some of you, you and your partner, or you and a friend, or you and somebody close to you have gotten into an issue, right? And you feel like this person has played with you. They've said something they had no business. They hurt your feelings. So you're kind of like standing on your ground, as you should. But it's also like you're not being really compassionate to their side of things. Like you haven't hurt them at all. Like you literally have not been listening because you feel like your positioning is so smart. I mean, not smart. I'm sorry. This is the only position, basically. But there were things prior to that moment that hurt your feelings that you misjudged or misunderstood. And if you took a step back and listened, or like just kind of went over a few things that they've told you or said, you'll realize how you got where you are, and you may have a little more compassion. And this could definitely be a friendship. But also the same vice versa. Like, this may be you feeling like someone hasn't heard you at all, right? So you may need to make yourself known so that you can get that compassion back going with another person. Like I said, someone struggling with some type of trauma. I feel like trauma is too much of a serious word for this, pal. I just feel like it's just something from their past. They just carry baggage, I guess. They carry some baggage, and that baggage like translates into every part of their life, even so much that they don't even know how it translates. So having compassion, trying to reaching out, letting people reach out to you, and then kind of standing and believing in yourself, okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, Cancer. Have a good day. Bye.